it's Mrs. Sultana here. I will be delivering the first curriculum meeting video of this year for the autumn term. I'll be sharing some key dates for your diaries and also sharing with you our curriculum coverage over the next few weeks. So first of all, some dates for the diary. So we have European Language Day on Friday the 26th of September, where the children will be exploring a different language and completing some exciting activities around that. On Wednesday the 15th of October, it's Come and Share, where you'll be invited into the children's classrooms and you can have a look at their lovely workbooks in their topic book and maths books and see their learning so far. We have Friday the 17th of October, we'll be sharing with you your child's autumn reports. Parents' evening will then commence the following week on Monday the 20th of October. Again, more details around timings available to discuss your child's learning with your class teachers will be shared nearer the time. We then break up for October half term on Thursday the 23rd of October and return to school on Tuesday the 4th of November. Friday the 14th of November are flu vaccinations, should you wish your child to have them, and more details from the school will be shared around that. Children in Need is also on Friday the 14th of November also. Our Christmas performance, which we all look forward to, is Wednesday the 10th of December, and there will be a 2:15 performance and 5 p.m. performance. And we break up for the Christmas holidays on Friday the 19th of December and return to school on Tuesday the 6th of January. So just to reiterate our ways of communication, of course you are always welcome to come and speak to us on the class door. We have Class Dojo, which is our online platform where we can receive and send messages and where merits are rewarded and updated also. We also have our link books which are sent home and need to come into school daily, please. We use this as a reading log where we also write a weekly comment about the children's learning and experiences. If you haven't so already, please make sure the initial few pages at the front of your link books are completed, which includes important information around contact details, medical information as well. Really important that we have the latest updates of those. There's also some extra information there about home readers, PE and homework, so please feel free to pause and read these. So we've already commenced our first exciting topic of this year, and it's I Spy materials. The children have already become design and technologists and have created some amazing egg box dragons which looked fantastic, and we have begun to explore our first text, the egg box dragon. We will be artists, where we will be experimenting with watercolour to create our own egg box dragon. Out of science coverage in this topic, as the topic is around materials, so we'll be considering the properties of materials, what materials are used for and why, and investigating the properties of materials also. You can also see another text we'll be exploring this topic is Traction Man 2. Two really great stories. Okay, and specifically looking at maths, we have started with recapping and consolidating numbers within 100, thinking about place value and the value of the digits in two-digit numbers, and representing those using concrete manipulatives like means and cubes. On to addition and subtraction of those two-digit numbers, before then moving on to addition and subtraction word problems. There's a glossary just up there where you can see some key vocabulary that we'll be sharing with the children and some definitions of those, so you can also use these with your children at home. How can you support your maths learning? Simply talking about it, asking your children what they've been learning today, referring to the glossary, practicing using full sentences to answer mathematic questions, playing games. So I'm thinking of a number, what's the next number in my pattern, finding number patterns in real life everyday scenarios is also really useful too, to consolidate their understanding. Okay, so in the autumn too, so our second half term, we will be moving on to our second topic, where in the world. As geographers, we'll be naming and locating the world's 7 continents and oceans, and we'll understand geographical similarities and differences with contrasting places around the world, and also comparing to our locality. Then be thinking as scientists, identifying and naming a variety of common animals and classifying these animals in different ways. You can see we've also got two really exciting texts coming up in this topic too. A Hummingbird, which is a non-fiction text which will help us learn lots of facts. We also have a fictional text, Claude in the City. Really importantly in this half term is our Christmas performance. So we will be practicing our singing, our acting, doing some dress rehearsals in costumes. It's a really exciting time of the year and a chance for the children to put on a performance for you all and get us all into the Christmas spirit. So following on our mathematical coverage from the first half term, we will then use and draw upon our understanding of number and adding and subtracting to apply those skills to the following units below. So we'll be looking at measure and lengths, looking at centimetres specifically and metres. We'll then be looking at graphs, so pictograms, block diagrams and tally charts to represent data and then interpret what the data is telling us. We'll then be moving on to multiplication and division, so thinking of our 2s, 5s and 10s, and this is really where the children begin to start really wanting to earn their first times table badge for 2s, 5s and 10s. So it's a great way to set the foundation of learning of those for the children, and then continuing to then practice and recall those number facts to earn that exciting badge. You can see in that glossary above we have some more vocabulary that we will be sharing with the children that again you can use at home also. We recognise, as well as academic objectives, it's really important to support our children's personal, social and emotional development also. So for the autumn term, our focus will be modelling turn-taking, listening, giving eye contact during conversations between our adults and also our peers. You could also discuss with your children our class golden rule, reiterate the rules of good listening, good looking, good sitting, kind hands, kind words, and the question, did your child achieve these today? We can read stories around different feelings. So we have lots of stories in school around different feelings. There will also be different books in the library as well. Discuss with your child when they've experienced these feelings, what strategies can they use to cope with those feelings that might be a bit more difficult. And we always reiterate that there's no bad feeling. Useful websites. So we have here a selection of websites that you can use, such as Top Marks is a great website for maths to play different games, to consolidate some math skills. We also are consolidating phonics at the start of this half term. So there's Phonics Play, which you can use to support consolidating children's recall of sounds and blending also. Okay, so that's all from me, and I want to thank you all for all your support. The children have entered their classrooms and new routines, new year groups, fantastically with such engagement and enthusiasm towards their learning. We're really proud of them all, and we look forward to sharing all this exciting learning with them over the next few weeks. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with your child's class teacher. Thank you, bye.